Now at 6, details of a Missouri bill that would make it harder to pass citizen-backed constitutional amendments. And a local teacher is honored as the VFW Missouri Teacher of the Year.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
A Missouri bill would make it harder for citizens to amend the state's constitution. This is KOAM News at 6. The bill passed the House yesterday. Under the measure, a constitutional amendment would require a 2/3 vote. Now, currently, state law requires only a simple majority. The proposal also would require petition gatherers to collect more signatures and to get signatures from every Missouri congressional district in order to put a proposal to a public vote in the first place. If passed by the state Senate, the measure to raise the bar for changing the Constitution would go before voters. If approved by voters, it would go into effect in January of 2023. It was originally set to take effect 30 days after winning approval, but Republican State Senator Adam Schwadron said he changed the implementation date at the request of groups trying to get recreational marijuana on the ballot this coming November. It's getting a bit cooler out there, Doug Heddy.
It is. We had a cold front that dropped through during the afternoon hours. The cold air is lagging behind it just a little bit, but it will get in here late tonight into the morning hours. With it, we've had some clouds and a few random little sprinkles, quick little shower across the region. But most of the moisture is staying off to our east. We do have this back little wave that will keep the clouds around tonight, and also maybe a few random flurries late tonight into tomorrow morning. Temperature is not bad, upper 40s to near 50 now, but we're really going to drop off later on tonight. We're going to have some clouds across the region. You can see a few snow flurries trying to pop up. But look at our temps. We drop all the way down near 20 a little bit later on tonight. Through the evening hours, if you're heading out, looks fine. We'll be slowly falling back to the 40s into the 30s, but near 20 later on tonight. So what does that mean for the weekend? We're going to look at that here in just a bit. See you then. The Joplin Fire Department is investigating the cause of this fire that burned cars in a carport behind the Mayflower Apartments in the historic Murfreesburg neighborhood. Witnesses reported an explosion or pop followed by flames just before 9 last night. The fire spread to the carport roof. No word on how many cars were burned. A teacher with Neosho's Westview C6 district is being honored by the Missouri VFW. The school hosted a special assembly to recognize him. KOAM's Chris Warner was there and has more.
Staff and students of Westview C6 in Newton County came together to recognize one of their own. We begin with his wife, Gina McCormick. The VFW was hosting an essay contest to honor a teacher in the community for their outstanding work. She knew her husband, Michael, fit the bill perfectly.
I can't say enough good things about him. He just has such good character, and I wanted everyone else to know what kind of good character that he has, because he doesn't like a lot of attention and he's very modest about it. So I kind of tooted his horn for him.
Well, he won the award and now has won the state award. Michael is a middle school math teacher at Westview. He's also a bus driver, a mechanic, among his many talents. To honor him in his achievement, the school held a special assembly.
I expected them to go, hey, congratulations, have fun tomorrow, and then we all went back to class.
But they did more than that. They honored Mr. McCormick with a special tribute to him.
I mean, I thought it was so cute, the little kids and the different Mr. McCormicks. It actually brought a little bit of tear to my eye.
Mr. McCormick is a veteran himself, and his father inspired him to join.
I joined the military when I was 18 in 1998. Did my first tour in the Middle East in 1999. Was voluntold to go. I actually enjoyed it so much I volunteered 4 more times, so I had 5 tours in the Middle East in 6 years before I got out in 2004.
The school put on the McCormick replicas, which you saw earlier, and the choir performed a song, and of course, what party is complete without snacks and cookies? They had that too, all for their beloved Mr. Michael McCormick.
Well, I feel very loved by the school and the community. Like I said, I've been here 10 years, and to actually come out here and see this was, I mean, just fills your heart with pride.
From the Westview School in Newton County, Chris Warner, KOAM News.
Congratulations and thank you for your service, Mr. McCormick. The McCormicks will make a trip to St. Louis tomorrow, where Michael will receive his award from the state VFW. Pittsburgh woman is the proud owner of a brand new car. Tatum von Winkenpleck won the car through the Kansas Lottery's Sweet Escape promotion. It's a 2021 Ford Escape. Turns out, though, chip shortages and other supply chain issues that have affected car lots also impacted the lottery. Von Winkelpleck had to wait a while to get her new ride, but she says it was worth it.
It was very special just to see the glow in her face and the happiness in her eyes that she gets to pick out exactly what she wants, and it was relieved. Everything's taken care of by Kansas Lottery, and just to be able to come in, sign a few documents, and get the keys and drive off into the sunset.
Prize also included up to $3,500 in vehicle options. Von Winkelpleck was the winner out of more than 102,000 entries. Still ahead, area FFA students compete for a chance to prove they're the best veterinary techs in the nation. And if your idea of a nice weekend away is spending the night in a church, boy, we have a destination you're going to want to hear about. More than 20 teams from all across the 4 states compete for a spot at the FFA National Convention in Indianapolis. Crowder College today hosted the Missouri FFA Veterinary Technician Contest. Competitors were tested on their knowledge of the field, practical skills, and the ability to identify different breeds and parasites.
They're looking underneath the microscopes at different parasites for all of these species of cows, horses, sheep, goats, pigs, dogs, cats. So it's a really hard contest. And I know some teams, some of the really competitive teams are training with their local veterinarians in their town or local technicians in their town.
The National FFA Convention is in October. If you're planning a trip to Waukene, Kansas, you can now spend the nights inside an old church. A couple bought the former place of worship and turned it into a vacation home. Joe Baker reports.
The Emmanuel Lutheran Church has stood for 75 years in Waukene, but due to dwindling attendance during the COVID-19 pandemic, the church closed and went up for sale in early 2021. Instead of tearing down this church, a Waukene couple decided to buy and revitalize it. And take a look inside. The church is now a vacation home, a one-of-a-kind stay just off I-70.
They had their last service Christmas Eve 2020, and it came on the market, and we decided to buy it. And when we first looked at it, we're like, yes, we need to turn this into a vacation rental home.
It turned out much nicer than I even anticipated.
The cost of the remodeling, nearly $150,000.
It was a fun process trying to figure out where to put walls and try to figure out all the furnishings that was left in the church.
With 4 bedrooms and a basement, it accommodates up to 12 people and costs $180 a night. Some of the church's history remains preserved. The base of the altar is used as an island in the kitchen, a piece of the altar used as a unique headboard in the master bedroom. Eva Rumpel attended the church for nearly 60 years. She says to see the church still standing means a lot.
It's just so great that they kept it instead of tearing it down like many buildings have been done, and they've used so many of the things that we had, and it's just beautiful.
The church may be gone, but the building will carry on its legacy.
It's a new beginning. It is a new life for the building.
The new vacation home is listed under Kirchhaus on VRBO. That name is Church House in German. Later, how a pre-Valentine's Day party is helping women in need get access to life-saving mammograms.
Plus, it's turning much colder outside for us tonight. We're going to look at that coming up. Well, it's Friday. Fridays are always good days. Plus today, not too bad. Temperatures pressing 60 during the afternoon. We did get a few random showers roll through during the afternoon hours. Temperatures really are still pretty good. We had a cold front that slipped through. The cold air is kind of lagging behind the front just a little bit. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but it will get here. Upper 40s to near 50 across the region. We had southerly winds earlier, and then you can see the front drop in. A little breezy at times. We got these north winds at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Looks good. Look at that sunset. 7th range line, 48. North winds at 8, humidity 50%. Through the evening hours, we slide back through the 40s into the 30s, but it's after midnight. That's when the colder temperatures really roll in, and most of us are going to drop back right around 20 degrees a little bit later on tonight. We've had some clouds. We had a few random little sprinkles, a couple random little showers, not a big deal. All this is sliding away from us. On the back side, a weak little wave could fire up some light snow showers or flurries late tonight, mainly in our southern counties. Besides that, I think we look okay. Look at the jet stream. Alaska drops in. Huge ridge of high pressure. Until that high pressure breaks down, we're not going to get any storm systems in here, but it will start to break down next week. All right, let's go through time. Tonight, some clouds, maybe a random flurry, but look at these temps. Upper teens to lower 20s. Saturday, sunshine returns. It's just not going to be very warm. Temperatures only go into the mid-30s for highs. Here's your day planner. 22 to start, 31 by noon, high temp at 36. Northerly winds, kind of breezy, at about 5 to 15 miles per hour. Tomorrow night, back down into the lower 20s. Sunday, we get those southerly winds back early. Another weak front drops in, but still temperatures pretty good. We go into lower 40s for afternoon highs. Let's go west. Here's Monday. Let's go into Tuesday. Here comes a stronger storm system. It drops out and then it kicks out across the Central Plains. By the time we head into Wednesday, into Thursday, snow across the Central Plains, but this system is going to give us thunderstorms. It looks like mainly a rain system. Thunderstorms by the middle of the week. Now, leading up to it, we look pretty good. Valentine's Day, mid-50s. We go near 60 on Tuesday, into the 60s on Wednesday, but here come thunderstorms. Wednesday afternoon. Some of these could be strong. We may even get a few severe storms in our southern counties. And then here's Thursday morning. Most of the snow looks like it will stay to our north, but something we want to keep our eyes on as we go through next week. All right, 36 for us tomorrow, 43 on Sunday. Here's Valentine's Day, 55, 64 Tuesday, 63 on Wednesday. We drop into the 20s by the time we head into Thursday afternoon. Plus, this system could actually drop quite a bit of rain. Look at estimated rainfall amounts, 2, maybe 3 inches of rain, which it's a pretty big system, pretty wet system, but turning much colder late next week.
Last week we had 70s, then a snowstorm, and then 70s, and then still going all over the place for the coming week.
It really is.
Thanks, Doug. Valentine's Day isn't just for couples. Friends can get in on the fun, especially when it's supporting a good cause, like the Freeman Helping Friends mammogram program. It was a beneficiary of friend-focused fun at the Ramsey Center in Joplin. Freeman Auxiliary hosted a Galentine's Day sip and shop. For $25, women were treated to wine, food, and shopping at downtown businesses.
Events like this are paramount. We know that about 9,000 women in our community go without a mammogram every year due to lack of resources. Events like this, for tonight's purpose, is to raise funds to make that number much less. So we want to decrease the amount of women who have no access to mammograms. In fact, in our mind, one woman who has no access to mammograms is far too many.
The Freeman Helping Friends Mammogram Fund provides mammogram screenings to local women in need. If your significant other is also a gamer, Joplin's Pennington Station has you covered. The VR Playground is hosting a Valentine's Experiences. Pennington Station offers VR video games, virtual painting, even educational experiences.
Everyone, you know, my parents, grandparents, everyone has taken their date to to eat out on dinner, and then they go see a movie after, maybe, or they just do something at home. Why keep doing the same old, and just kind of try something new?
Pennington Station is at 518 Virginia in Joplin. Coming up in sports, Southeast Kansas All-State linebacker signs to play football at Pitt State. Plus, Crowder baseball hosts Johnson County for their home opener in a battle of two of the best in the country. Jacob Leonard has that and more next.
The Crowder College Rough Riders play their baseball home opener today against Johnson County. Today's game is the final game of a 3-game series between the two teams after Crowder won the first 2 games on the road yesterday. Now, these two teams Two of the best in the country. Crowder's number 4 in the preseason national rankings. Johnson County, number 17. Now, Crowder has bases loaded in the first. Joe Reed draws a walk. Josh Livingston comes in to score. A second inning, Cavaliers get on the board. Blake Mosley gets it through the gap. Greg Ziegler is brought home and ties the game up at 1. To the 5th inning now, Rough Riders down 1. Livingston pops it up to center. Drops between 2 Cavaliers, and Clayton Gray comes across. Then Josh Patrick hits it out to deep right. This will be an RBI double for him. Houston King scores to make it 3-2 Rough Riders. However, Johnson County would close the game in the 6th inning. Cooper Combs gets his second homer of the day, this one with 2 men on. Johnson County retakes the lead, and it stays that way. They get the best of Crowder today, 6-3. The Pittsburgh State Gorillas are playing in the Henderson State Invitational this weekend. The Gorillas are 2-1 in their first 3 games. Pitt State opens the Invitational against Henderson State this afternoon. That one is final. The Gorillas fall 13-3. Ryan Koval goes 1 for 3 with a double and an RBI. The Gorillas will finish up in Arkansas with a doubleheader tomorrow against Ouachita Baptist and Southern Arkansas. The Missouri Southern Lions, they're playing where it's warmer. The Lions in West Palm Beach, Florida, facing Palm Beach Atlantic today. And that one's in the top of the 5th. Southern trails 1-0. Freshman Cole Gaiman, Webb City kid, has thrown 4 innings for the Lions, giving up just 1 run and striking out 3. Girard High School senior Brecken Troike signs today to continue his football career at the next level. Troike will be staying in Southeast Kansas, moving on to play for Pittsburgh State. Troike will play linebacker for the Gorillas. He's a 2-time All-CNC pick, was a first-team All-State selection for Girard as a senior last fall, helping the Trojans go 10-1 and win a conference championship. Here's Troike on what made Pitt State the place he wants to be.
It's always been a big part of my life to try to go and play college football somewhere, and I've always wanted to play at Pitt State. So, especially that's where my grandpa used to play, and just want to follow his footsteps.
You can check out our full story with Troike on the sports page at KOAMnewsnow.com. We're back after this.
Take time now to honor a local veteran. Sergeant Randy Cox served in the U.S. Army. He's from Arma, Kansas, and we are proud to salute Sergeant Randy Cox, tonight's 4-state hero. Jordan Abbey joins us now with a look at what's coming up tonight on KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Tonight at 9, 2022 midterm elections are approaching, and lawmakers on Capitol Hill are paying close attention to the impact government spending is having on the economy. Plus, an inside look at the race still going on to get Afghans to safety, and why a mayor in Ohio is getting a lot of attention for his opposition to ice fishing. That, of course, much more coming your way tonight. KOAM News at 9 on Fox 14.
Jordan, thanks. It's getting a bit cooler out there.
It is much colder for us tonight. We're going to drop back near 20. A chilly weekend, but mainly dry. Back to the 60s next week.
We made our Super Bowl predictions, the 3 of us, and we do not know what the others have predicted, but they put it up graphically, so we're going to find out together. Let's see.
We're closer than I thought. Oh my gosh.
Yes, we are.
Nobody's going to score 30.
Only Doug is picking the Bengals, however.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's your thinking there, Doug?
They're a scrappy team. I think if you get into the 4th quarter and they're within 7, they're going to win it.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that the Rams' pass rush is a little bit stronger than the Bengals, and it's going to be tough for Burrow, and I think that Rams are going to pull it off. What do you think?
I really thought one of you guys was going to pick somebody to score 30 at least, but I think we're all on the same page here that it's going to be a little more of a defensive battle than expected. 26-23.
We'll all find out together come Sunday. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you right back here at 10. Let's make it a great evening.
Salon service